Hey, what's up, you guys, and welcome to Take One Reviews, where I will be reviewing two Amazon movies, one being the Camila Cabella Cinderella film, as well as Jolt featuring Kate Beckinsale. And so, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into Cinderella featuring Camila Cabella. Now, this is a kind of slightly different interpretation version of Cinderella. I mean, it follows all the beats: fairy godmother, the glass slipper, Prince Charming, and everything else, the mice and all that stuff. But it just has some little tweaks to it. And this movie is a musical, so if you didn't know, now you know. And so along with being a musical and having original materials like we're used to, it has basically songs that are covers of other songs, just kind of like with a twist. As it starts off with covers of popular songs like Rhythm Nation and You Gotta Be, and that's when you quickly learn that there are no original songs, but the covers are used for moments in the film. So it's definitely no Lin-Manuel Miranda production. Yeah, I had trouble saying it, and what? And I had serious Disney Channel vibes, more specifically High School Musical, even with Cabella's voice. But I do feel like that's where the movie suffers. Not having original material in the song department that is specifically meant for the film, leaving it not to be counted amongst the most memorable musicals. But the songs that they did use were blended well into the scenes, except for maybe a couple songs that were out of place, like What a Man and Am I Wrong. Visually looks great, the cinematography is on point, and another thing that you'll realize is that it does differ from the original story, with the stepmother not really being evil. I mean, she is a bitch, but she comes across more encouraging than anything. And her stepsisters are similar, being accepting of Cinderella. And they do something in this movie that I couldn't quite understand for the life of me, but they explain why they call her Cinderella, because her name is Ella, but they give a reason why they don't call her Ella, why they call her Cinderella. Which was weird to me, because why change your name to Ella if you're gonna just call her Cinderella anyway? But another change they made to the film is that she is strong-minded, she's confident, and free-spirited, very similar to Belle from Beauty and the Beast. And it has some childish humor, with Ella saying everyone knows that mice are girls and rats are boys. The performances, are like how you would expect them. They're okay for this type of movie, but they're not the greatest. They're not anything to brag about. Camila Cabella, she didn't bring anything to the role that made her truly stand out. She gave a passable performance, but it's not anything that I can see that would get her roles here and there or make people really want her as far as movies go. But I feel with a little bit of time, she probably could get better. But yeah, this wasn't the project to cut your teeth on. But hey, everybody got to start somewhere. And if I didn't say it, Cinderella is a movie that's not really worth checking out. It's whatever. I mean, it's nothing. It doesn't bring anything spectacular to the story. It doesn't do anything new or exciting. It's just one of those movies that, you can just pass up. Even though Amazon really promoted it like it's a big film, it doesn't have that big film feel. It just feels like another film that's just going to come and go. And so with that said, that has been my review of Cinderella. I hope you guys liked it. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And so Jolt is another Amazon movie that stars Kate Beckinsale. And this movie is about Lindy, a woman who suffers from a disorder where at times she finds herself snapping and hurting people and has to wear a vest that sends a jolt of electricity through her body just to stop that urge. But when a guy that she just started to date and really like is murdered, she goes out on a revenge-seeking mission to find out who killed him and why. And from that premise, it'll just tell you everything that you need to know. I knew from watching this trailer what I was in for, and boy, I knew I was in for it, and I was. This has B-movie performances all over the board, some more than others, and the lead actress, Kate Beckinsale, is not exempt from that at all. And in a sense, she kind of embraces it, which I can kind of respect. Even to the action with all of its absurdity and overall feel and tone. The premise like I said, is out there, and it does remind me of the movie Crank, playing mainly off of the gimmick, and that's what's selling it. It comes off as a movie that doesn't take itself too serious, and it is there for us to just really have fun with, because it seemed like Kate Beckinsale had fun making the film. So, like I said, I can respect that. And there is one part of the film, I know you might think this as a spoiler, but I'm not getting into details, but there is a part where Kate Beckinsale blows up an apartment building, and it's like, there are people right next door, underneath and above it, and why would you explode it knowing that you could kill people? And she didn't ring a fire alarm or anything. It was just, she blew it up and killed people, probably babies, that was just sleeping peacefully. So, yeah. No regard for life at all. And as far as the action scenes, they are a bit choppy. I don't know if there was anything behind it. I don't know if there were good choreography, because I really couldn't see it, because the editing was just like here and there, everywhere. I mean, I really had a hard time following what was going on. That was kind of like the low point for me of the film. It was the least enjoyable part of it. And there is a pretty decent reveal at the end that I honestly wasn't expecting. So kudos on that one. But I mean, this movie, if you look at the trailer, you know what you're in for. It's nothing that's going to give anything truly new or original. It doesn't do anything special. And honestly, this is just a movie that, even though, like I said, it has a B-movie feel to it, it doesn't go all the way with it. I mean, it does have its crazy moments, but it's nothing that was just out of there or truly memorable. Like, this movie is just going to disappear. No one's really going to be talking about it, if they are talking about it now, which I doubt highly. It's a movie that just came and went, and I just thought I'd talk about it because my father, he likes these movies. He wanted me to watch it, and I watched it, and it is what it is. So should you check it out? It's not really worth looking up. If you haven't heard about it, or if you haven't came across it, or if you have no interest in watching it, just leave it be. It's not a movie I could recommend unless you like these type of movies. Then go ahead and just knock yourself out and just check it out. But other than that, it's not a movie that you can watch. It's a movie that's definitely kind of like, worth leaving alone. And so with that said, that wraps up my review on Jolt. So how did you guys like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you even see it? Did you even know that it existed? Leave your comments in the section below. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not, and hit that notification bell. And with that said, I will catch you guys on the next one. So peace out. Stay safe.